rubbish. They can't do nothing. Somebody that was supposedly elected by the people cannot obey simple court order. And you want people to go back and vote again. Do you see how foolish people are? What is the meaning of democracy if somebody you voted for cannot obey a simple court order? That is why Middle Belt should not vote. That is why Southern Kaduna should not vote. That is why Yoruba land should not vote. I know what concerns them is oil and gas. Come and take the damn thing. We don't need it. Take oil and leave us alone. No, that is the only reason I say, one Nigeria, this is our country, Nigeria. Is because of oil and gas in Biafra land. They don't need you. You must be stupid to think that they need you. Who told you they need you? If they need you, why have they not opened Iguacha Seaport? Port Harcourt Seaport. Then I asked them to open. Why haven't they opened it? I asked them to open Calabar Seaport. They've not opened it. Why not? Ask yourself if they love you. Why can't you board an aircraft at Magatebo in Calabar and land in Los Angeles? Why not? Or in New York? But you said they love you. No, we are in one but people can fly from ordinary Medugri with Boko Haram ravaging everywhere. International flights are taking off from Medugri. Sometimes with a bunch of flies inside the aircraft. From Kanu. From ordinary Kebi. Ordinary Benin Kebi. They have airport. Don't leave this thing Nnamdi Kanu is doing. It's not good. You are an idiot. You have no brain. And I'm back and zorgend to save you from your ignorance and stupidity. Because you have a house somewhere near a dustbin in Lagos. You took leave of your senses. But I'm not here to indulge anybody. People know who I am and the way I preach. If you don't like it, who knows, tomorrow it might be in a coma somewhere. We must continue. Somebody I will keep saying it. Every time I come out, I remind them. Biafrans who went out to protest during Trump rally, they're still in jail for no reason. Because the message is afraid. I'm afraid. I don't know what is going to happen to me. I was just promoted to become a magistrate. I don't want to take it. This is somebody that swore to uphold the law. And every day, Nigerian Bar Association conference, we are, hey, this is a sand, Leonard Silk. Rubbish! We are empty brains, they know nothing. You preside over a judicial system that is not only decayed, but shouldn't exist. You don't know that written law is meant to be practiced by civilized people? Only a civilized president can see a law and say, I must obey this law, is what we legislate upon. We must continue to do our work. I'm not going to, I tell you the truth. Some of you don't like it, but you know me now. Do I care? You know I don't care. But eventually Biafra will come. The 3 prophets have spoken before me. People were saying it to me today. He came with a poem telling this is what we're going to play. I said, okay. This was when I was incommunicado, nursing myself back to good health, that they made these prophecies, as if they know me. That there is no more time for discussion. There, you know it's over. Discuss what with who? Or over what? Ndiara. They will see what is coming now, and I'm sure they know. They know very well. There's no need going over it again. How can Nigerians pretend they're practicing democracy when the supposed dividend of democracy, which is obedience to the rule of law, cannot be adhered to? Sometimes I wonder, is it the same God in heaven that created black Africa, of course, except Biafrans, and other races around the world? The wickedness of a black man is mind-blowing. No wonder other races treat us like animals. The most backward continent in the whole world where nothing works is Africa, because Africans are wicked. We are very, very wicked. Very, very wicked. I tell you. And we must change, or else our destruction is near. Only South Africa is a ray of hope. Do you know why? I want to go to South. I'm going to South. White Europeans built South Africa. That is the truth. You may not like it, but it's Okokob. White people built South Africa, not blacks. Ask yourself why. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I speak the truth. I have no time. I don't pity myself. I don't believe in racism. You can only be racist to me because there is no Biafra. If I have my Biafra, I'll go back to my country and I'll make it a paradise. So I never ever feel sorry for myself. Oh, they are being racist. Rubbish. Nonsense, because we are useless. That's why they treat us like animals. You don't know this word is respect. Is US not respecting China? Do you know why? When the United States sends a rocket to the moon, China can do the same. Russia can do the same. France can do the same. Britain can do the same. Japan can do the same. That is the basis of equality, not that of pity. We are human beings as well. Oh, help us. Rubbish. What can you bring to the table? If not mass migration and dating up any and everywhere where you're found. Have no time for self-pity. And they know me for that. And that is why they respect IPOB and Biafra. We have no time for self-pity. I'm not blaming Britain for making sure that 5 million Biafrans were slaughtered to ensure that their oil and gas keeps flowing from my land. I don't blame them. They are doing it to defend the economic interest of Britain. So you don't know. When you migrate and you're looking for visa to go to America, is it for American interest? Is it not to go and work and send money home? I'm asking. Nations do things to protect their national interest. Britain wants Nigeria to continue because with Nigeria the way they are, being run by very foolish Fulani men, they can take as much oil as possible and as much gas as possible and nobody will give a damn. I'm coming to Kenserewa. It's going to be a very lengthy program this evening. Kenserewa that fought and died to make sure that Ogoni people have some semblance of decency of a life. What has become of the Ogoni struggle today? Of the original Mossop before that real estate, that block molder, where adopted the name. Mossop. Kenserewa, how many of you remember him? But I do. Despite all he did during the war, I do remember him, and I pray for him. How many of you remember? They say they have leaders, PANDEF, SDF, Niger Delta's governors and senators, South. Rubbish. Rubbish. They've abandoned the struggle to liberate our people. They go to Abuja, they give them political bag of money. And they come back and say, we are the elders. Our children are listening to us. Stop. People are still dying. Do you know how many of our people are in DSS detention from South? So-called? Do you know how many? No, you don't know. The struggle must continue. We must set the whole of Biafra land free. We are not asking for Biafra, so an Igbo man will be the president of Biafra, and Biafra is going to be a confederation. I repeat, confederation with 100% resource control based on ethnicity. Understand it very well. The biggest and the greatest natural resource anybody can have, I preach this all the time, is your brain. Japan has nothing. No coal, no oil, no bauxite, no gold, no magnesium, nothing. Because they have brain. But somebody from an Alamajiri from the desert will tell you, oh, we don't have any oil here. If we allow Biafra to go, where will we get oil and gas to sell and get money to travel to Dubai and do shopping? I will tell Biafrans to give them oil for free. When Biafra comes, we will pipe oil to everybody. If you need it, we'll give it to you. West Africa is even too poor. We will pipe free oil and gas to West Africa. Free, I said. So they can develop themselves. We are in a very sorry state in Black Africa. I'm telling you, may the good Lord have mercy upon our dark, wretched souls. We must continue. El Zagzagi must be freed alongside Dasuki and all political detainees. Biafrans in jail must be freed. They know that. And I'm sure the prophets have told them the consequences. In case you play it again, the prophecies from those prophets, so they will hear what is about to come. Oh my goodness me. Had the zoo succeeded in killing me by now, there will be partying on Hanese, Igbo governors, and failed agitators turned property tycoons. They'll be celebrating. And then you remain in misery. Enugu, Igbo, that's Port Harcourt Expressway, not built. Enugu and nature, not built. Not even Niger Bridge, nothing is working, no schools, nothing is functioning. And I call you, vote for Mr. A or Mr. B, things will be better. Obi is going to be the VP, vote for him. When Ekweme was there, what happened? Look at Yoruba people. Is the Oshibajo not a VP? What is happening? In fact, it was the time they allowed the Oshibajo to become the VP that they recorded the highest suicide rate in Lagos. Maybe you want, as somebody wrote today, maybe you want people to be jumping off Niger Bridge as soon as Obi becomes vice president. That is inconsequential. If we know what we are supposed to know, if we have the courage, or should I say, if we had the courage of our conviction, by now we will say, if you don't change the constitution of Nigeria, if you don't restructure, if there is no referendum, we will not vote. That is what will make them change. You're not voting for them. So you don't know that? It's simple common sense. Doesn't mean people are so stupid they cannot reason. Compel them to make the change, then people will go and vote. It's not too late. They can recall the Senate and pass emergency bills. It's called doctrine of necessity. Simple grammar. Doctrine of necessity. You recall the House and you legislate. You throw that useless thing Abdul Salami put together called the Constitution into the dustbin. And then you sit and ask the people, what type of country do you want? That's for them or not for us, because we are going. We are Biafrans, we are going. I'm only helping them. Just help. If you want a change, if people from the Middle Belt want the Fulani slaughter to stop, if you want Fulani to stop stealing your land, don't believe the lies by voting in another Fulani man. Somehow things will be better. That is rubbish. Absolute bunkum. Things go, it will go back. Look at what they promised you. When Obasanjo was there, he left. Yaradua came. Jonathan was there. Go to Jonathan's village. It's not the same thing as it was in the beginning. What changed in Nigeria? I'm asking. Was Jonathan not there for years? What changed? Tell me now what changed. Being a president is not going to solve your problem. The president coming from your mother's village is not going to solve any problem. What solves the problem is the collective will of the people to demand for the positive change. That's the revolution. That's the only thing they can understand. Some of you will go to your church tomorrow. And then what will happen? You go and vote. In 4 years' time, you're talking about the same thing. Over again. We must continue. Not every pastor is bad. You must know that. Some are very good men. Very good, decent, God-fearing people. Such people I want to listen to. When they preach to me, I can listen to them. There are genuine, honest men of God, and I respect them. And they know themselves, because I speak to some of them. Good Christians, honest people. They will stand on the truth and they preach the truth. Not the rest. Any AGP, any government in power. We must continue. The extent of the evil in the zoo is what we are seeking to purge from our land. I don't want anybody within IPOB or the wider Biafra family to be driven by jealousy to do anything or to help the enemy to undermine what we are doing. Biafra will not be like any other wicked black African country. That is why we insist now that it must be founded on truth. Transparency and honesty under the Almighty Creator. Elohim. Heaven forbid I worship idol. Any day I do, I will die anyway. It's very clear. Anything else, I will not be a part of it. My prayer tonight is that if Biafra is going to be as evil as the zoo Nigeria, let Biafra not come. If Biafra is going to be as wicked, where a government will be killing people and everybody sits down quiet, not doing anything, let there be no Biafra. We want the kingdom of heaven on this very earth. Accountability in its finest traditions. Openness, fairness, and justice. The same way the ancients did. That was why the Igbo man, regardless of how big they were, they never conquered anybody. We never forced anybody to speak Igbo language. Nobody. Instead, we were the ones stopping from other people. Because that is how we were created. We're not looking for anybody. The same thing with Israel, I tell you. Everywhere Israel occupies in this holy land, go to the scriptures, it's there in the Bible, go and read it. The same thing with we Biafrans.